The Education Network presents The Academic Challenge, hosted by Rick Blackwell.
Hi everyone, host Rick Blackwell here at the Education Network. I'd like to welcome everyone back to the 2016 Palm Beach County Academic Challenge Day 2. This year we celebrate the 31st anniversary of the Academic Team Challenge in the school district. The Education Network is proud once again to present this year's competition. Now we have 15 Palm Beach County high schools competing this year. 3 days of competition to determine 6 teams that will qualify for a spot at this year's district finals. The format consists of 6 rounds over 2 sessions each day, with 5 schools competing each day. Let's check in with a few of the schools to see what motivates them and how they prepared for this year's challenge.
It's definitely kind of like nerve-wracking. But it's fun when we're all together just because I think we work together pretty well, and I'm just excited.
It's great fun. We practice about twice a week, and whenever we practice, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like we're having a fun time as a group, and at the same time we're learning and improving ourselves, and it's a wonderful experience.
They always try to select the best student for each subject. So we try to combine every single possibility. I was selected for science, math, and foreign language. And we always try to represent the school the best way.
Sounds like they are well prepared. Now I'm going to be checking back with you at the end of each session to see where the schools stand in scoring and to announce who will be moving on to the district final round. Each team is comprised of 4 students, and they can substitute alternates after each round. Let's take a look at the schools who will be participating in Day 2 of the competition. Boynton Beach High School, Lake Worth High School, Spanish River High School, Wellington High School, and William T Dwyer High School. It looks like the teams are in place and ready to get started in Day 2 and the first 3 rounds. Let's get things started with our longtime moderator, Yetta Green, over in Studio A. Yetta?
Thanks, Rick. At this time, we will begin the 5-point question round. Question: which one of the following 4 pitches is enharmonic with F? 1, A double flat. 2, E sharp. 3, G flat.
Team 4, Wellington High School.
E sharp.
E sharp is the correct answer. Question is, what is the title of the poem on the handout?
Team 2, Lake Worth High School.
Guitarra, Spanish guitarra.
Correct. Question: which one of the following 4 literary works was not written by the author of the other 3? Number 1, Treasure Island. Number 2, Lord Jim. Number 3, Kidnapped. Number 4, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Team 3, Spanish River High School.
Lord Jim.
That is correct. Question: identify the amendment to the U.S. Constitution that gave Congress the power to levy the income tax.
Team 5, William T Dwyer.
24.
Incorrect. The answer is 16th. 16th. Question is, identify the artist of the work.
Team 3, Spanish River High School.
Raphael.
Raphael. That is correct. Question: determine the oxidation number of the carbon atom in the carbonate ion.
Team 5, William T Dwyer.
Positive 4.
Yes, positive 4, plus 4. Question: name the Greek philosopher who identified the relationship among the lengths of the sides of a right triangle.
Team 4, Wellington High School.
Pythagoras.
Pythagoras is correct. For this one, you need to be reminded to state whether you are answering for French or Spanish. The question is printed on the handout. Open the envelope, distribute, and begin.
Team 3, Spanish River High School.
In French, 4.
That is correct. Question. Given that secant theta is greater than 0 and cotangent theta is less than 0, name the quadrant in which the angle theta lies.
3, Spanish River High School.
Quadrant 4.
Quadrant 4 is correct. Question. Who am I? I was born in France in 1862 and devoted my energies to playing the piano and composing from an early age. I struggled financially
Team 3, Spanish River High School.
Claude Debussy.
That is correct. Question. Which one of the following 4 U.S. mountain ranges is geologically the oldest? 1, Appalachian. 2.
Team 4, Wellington High School.
1.
1 is correct. Appalachian, Rockies, Sierra Nevada, and Cascades. 1 was the correct answer. Question. Identify the metrical pattern predominantly used in Elizabethan sonnets.
Team 4, Wellington High School.
Iambic pentameter.
Iambic pentameter is correct. Okay, that concludes our 5-point question round. At this time, we will begin the 10-point question round. For this first question, you will use handout P5-3. Locate the envelope, but do not open it. Does everybody have that? Those are in the new envelopes. All right. This is a 2-part question, and it's printed on the handout. So at this time, you may open, distribute, and begin. 2-part question.
Team 3, Spanish River High School.
Part 1, redox reaction. Part 2, polar covalent bond.
All right. No, the answer, part 1 was condensation or dehydration synthesis, and part 2 was peptide bond. It was a picture of a reaction that was pictured there, and they asked for the type of covalent bond formed. So that was what the question was about. Okay, if you'll fold those up and start a discard pile for this round at the top of your table. Question. Identify respectively each of the following 4 pairs of words as either synonyms or antonyms. Pair number 1, insipid, stimulating. Number 2, extraneous, essential. Number 3, jaundiced, prejudiced. Number 4, abet, impede. Identify respectively each of the following 4 pairs of words as either
Team 3,
synonyms.
Spanish River High School.
Synonym, synonym, antonym, antonym.
No. The question is printed on the handout. Be certain you identify if you are answering in French or Spanish. Open the envelope, distribute, and begin.
Team 3, Spanish River High School.
In French, number 3.
That is correct. French or Spanish, 3 was the answer. Question. Identify. Identify each of the following 3 art terms beginning with the letter E. 1, tool that allows the stable support and display of an artist's canvas. Number 2, likeness of a deceased person placed on a tomb. Number 3, object or representation that functions as a symbol, such as a flag.
Team 5, William T Dwyer.
1, easel. 2, eulogy. 3, epitaph.
No, it's easel, effigy, and emblem. Easel, effigy, and emblem, all beginning with the letter E. Question. Which one of the following 4 was not considered a weakness of the U.S. government under the Articles of Confederation? Number 1, Congress lacked the power to levy taxes. Number 2, a system for governing the Western Territories was established.
Team 3, Spanish River High School.
Number 2.
Number 2 is the correct one. For this next question, you will need this information. A square is changed into a rectangle as follows. One side of the square is quadrupled, while an adjacent side is decreased by 3 meters. Question. Determine in meters the length of the longer side of the rectangle, given that its area is 63 square meters larger than the square.
Team 3, Spanish River High School.
28.
28 is correct. Question. Name the Greek philosopher who tutored Alexander the Great.
Team 3, Spanish River High School.
Aristotle.
Aristotle is correct. Question. In protest of what federal tax did Vice President John C. Calhoun write the South Carolina Exposition?
Team 3, Spanish River High School.
Nullification tax.
Incorrect. It is the Tariff of 1828 or the Tariff of Abominations. Question. To two significant digits, determine the number of hydrogen atoms in 45 grams of methane. To two significant digits, determine the number of hydrogen atoms in 45 grams of methane.
Team 5, William T Dwyer.
3.9 times 10 to the 25th.
That is incorrect. It's 6.8 times 10 to the 24th. Question. Identify the bass note of the tonic 6/4 chord in the key of C major. Identify the bass note of the tonic 6/4 chord.
Team 4, Wellington High School.
G.
G is correct. Question. Compute. Compute the definite integral from 0 to 4 of the absolute value of the quantity x minus 2 with respect to x.
Team 5, William T Dwyer High School.
4.
4 is correct. For this next question, you will use the foreign language poems again, so locate those two yellow sheets. In addition to the poems, you will use handout P5-5. Locate that envelope, but do not open it. Everybody has the two yellow sheets and that one envelope. The questions printed on the handout, please certain to identify if you're answering in French or Spanish. Open, distribute, and begin.
Team 1, Boynton Beach High School.
Spanish 3.
That is correct. Question. State the number of diagonals in a certain convex polygon given that the sum of all of its interior angles equals 4,320 degrees.
Team 2, Lake Worth High School.
12.
No, that is incorrect. It concludes that round. At this time, we will begin the 15-point question round. Question. What three-letter word is common to the spelling of the three terms defined by the following? 1, allocating medical aid on the basis of need. Number 2, whip-like structure that acts primarily as an organelle of locomotion. And number 3, a list of matters.
Team 3, Spanish River High School.
Age.
That is correct. Question. Identify respectively the three individuals with surnames beginning with the letter C from the following descriptions. Number 1, African-American chemist and inventor who revolutionized agriculture in the southern United States. Number 2, the renowned composer of piano etudes. And number 3, the 39th U.S. president known for negotiating the Camp David Accord.
Team 4, Wellington High School.
Carver, Chopin, and Carter.
That is correct. It's George Washington Carver, Chopin, and Jimmy Carter, the president. Question. Fill in the blank in the following sentence with either the word uses or use. The sentence. The open window is one of Saki's stories that blank irony.
Team 4, Wellington High School.
Uses.
That is incorrect. Question. Match each of the following 4 U.S. presidents to the quotation taken from his inaugural address. The U.S. presidents are A, Franklin Roosevelt, B, Harry S. Truman, C, John F. Kennedy, D, Ronald Reagan. The quotations. 1, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Number 2, government is not the solution to our problem, government is the problem. Number 3, The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Team 3, Spanish River High School.
A3, B4, C1, D2.
4 was communism is based on the belief that man is weak and inadequate and unable to govern himself. That is correct. A3, B4, C1, and D2. For this next question, you will use the foreign language poems for this round. You need to find those 2 yellow sheets. In addition to the poems, you will use handout P56 located. So please get that envelope and the yellow sheets. Everybody's got everything? All right, again, be certain you identify whether you're answering for French or Spanish. The question is printed on the handout. Open, distribute, and begin.
Team 1, Boynton Beach High School.
Oh, Spanish 3.
That is correct. Question, match. Match each of the following 4 musical compositions to its genre. The compositions are A, Don Juan by Richard Strauss, B, The Magic Flute by Mozart, C, Trout Quintet by Schubert, D, Swan Lake by Tchaikovsky. The genres are 1, ballet, 2, chamber music, 3, opera, 4, symphonic poem.
Team 4, Wellington High School.
1, A3, B2, C4.
That is incorrect. Match. Match each of the following 3 taxes to its definition. The taxes are A, progressive, B, regressive, C, proportional. The definitions are 1, all levels of income are taxed at the same rate. 2, increases with the income of the taxpayer.
Team 3, Spanish River High School.
A2, B3, C1.
That is correct. Question, identify the 3-letter word common to the spelling of the 3 items defined by the following. Again, a 3-letter word. Number 1, to set up or formally institute. Number 2, graphical representation of a computer user. 3, a U.S. soldier of the lowest rank. Identify the 3-letter word common to the spelling of the 3 items defined by the following. Number 1, to set up or formally institute. Number 2, graphical representation.
Team 4, Wellington High.
8, ATE.
That is incorrect. Question, which one or ones of the following 4 U.S. cabinet departments was not present in George Washington's administration? Number 1, State. Number 2, Defense. Number 3, Treasury. Number 4, War.
Team 3, Spanish River.
Defense.
That is correct. Question, which one or ones of the following 4 factors may trigger mass wasting? Number 1, anchoring vegetation. Number 2, ground vibrations. Number 3, oversteepened slopes. Number 4, saturated surface. Which one or ones of the following 4 factors may trigger mass wasting? Number 1, anchoring vegetation. Number 2, ground vibrations. Number 3, oversteepened slopes. And number 4, saturated surface.
Team 3, Spanish River.
2, 3, 4.
That is correct. For this next question, you will use the foreign language poems that you have on the yellow sheets. Please locate those yellow sheets. Also locate handout P57. P57, but do not open it. Everybody have that last envelope? Okay. Again, be certain to announce whether you're answering for French or Spanish. The question is printed on the handout. Open, distribute, and begin.
Team 2, Lake Worth High.
Spanish, true, cierto.
Okay, that is correct. Question. Identify the composer of Adagio for strings?
Team 4, Wellington High School.
Barber.
That is correct. That concludes our 15-point question round.
Thanks, Yetta. And teams with session 1 now completed after 3 rounds of play in day 2. Looks like the Spanish River team took top honors, but scores are pretty close overall. Let's head to the team leaderboard to see where everyone landed after session 1. In 5th place, it's the team from William T Dwyer. Taking 4th place, it's Lake Worth High. And in 3rd place, it's Boynton Beach High School. 2nd place goes to Wellington High School. In leading the pack after session 1, it's the team from Spanish River with a score of 156. Let's check in with some team members to hear how they prepared for today and what it means to them.
It's a lot of pressure coming into it because we won last year, but we're just here to have fun, and this is our rebuilding year, so we'll see how we do.
After this short break, we're going to talk more about the district finals and the area all-star team here on the Education Network.
We are the Education Network. We are your source for live coverage, bringing you news impacting your students, your schools, and your community. We are covering the district, on campuses, in the classroom, throughout the community. We are on air, online, on mobile. The Education Network, your best choice for school district news. That's who we are.
Welcome back. It's important for each team to do well to make it to the district finals. Only the top 2 scoring teams during each of the 3 days of preliminary competition will qualify. This will give us 6 teams in the district finals. Top scoring individual students will also be tracked during all of the competition and will determine who will represent the district as part of the area all-star team. Now let's head back over to Studio A for the final session of 3 rounds to see who will be moving on to the district finals with moderator Yetta Green. Yetta?
Thanks, Rick. At this time, we will begin the 5-point question round. Question. Identify the rhetorical term defined as the placement of one idea next to its opposite to make it more dramatic.
Team 4, Wellington High School.
Juxtaposition.
That is correct, juxtaposition. Question. Identify the ancient Greek philosopher who explained the principle of harmony by noting that pitch was determined by the length of a vibrating string and that these vibrations were in fixed...
Team 3, Spanish River.
Pythagoras.
Fixed mathematical ratio. He also determined that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Pythagoras is the correct answer. Question. Fill in the blank. Blank is a chemical process of purifying a liquid by successive vaporization and condensation.
Team 3, Spanish River.
Distillation.
Distillation is correct. Question. Which one of the following 4 ascending intervals is perfect? 1. C, B flat. 2. C sharp, G. 3. D, A flat. 4. B flat, F.
Team 4, Wellington High School.
4.
4. B flat, F is correct. Question. Jared bought 2 hamburgers and 1 hot dog and paid $7. Kareem bought 2 hamburgers and 3 hot dogs and paid $10. Calculate respectively the price of 1 hamburger and 1 hot dog. Jared bought 2 hamburgers and 1 hot dog and paid $7. Kareem bought 2 hamburgers and 3 hot dogs and paid $10. Calculate respectively the price of 1 hamburger and 1 hot dog.
Team 4, Wellington.
Hamburger 275, hot dog 150.
That is correct. The hamburger 275 and the hot dog 150. Question. Identify the type of paint made from egg yolks used during the medieval and early Renaissance by painters such as Botticelli.
Team 3, Spanish River.
Is it tempera?
Tempera is correct. Question. To which U.S. president is the following quotation attributed? The buck stops here.
Team 3, Spanish River.
Truman.
That is correct. Question. Calculate the exact solution for the following exponential equation. 4 raised to the power 3x minus 1 equals 2 raised to the power 7x plus 1.
Team 5, William T Dwyer.
X equals -3.
That is correct. -3. Question. Which one of the following 4 sentences contains a misused pronoun? Number 1, the musician whom I least admire is Justin Bieber. Number 2, Where Are You Now was performed by Skrillex and Diplo with Bieber and he. Number 3, do you think that music critics and we influence songwriters? Number 4, some music critics have condemned Bieber and us for our taste.
Team 3, Spanish River.
2.
That is correct. The question is, what is the title of the poem on the handout?
Team 5, William T Dwyer.
Spanish, Las Mañanitas.
That is correct. Question. Simplify the following. The quantity 2 minus 7i divided by the quantity 3 plus 8i.
Team 5, William T Dwyer.
-15 minus 37i over 73.
That is correct? Okay, that is correct. Question. Which one of the following 4 musical style periods preceded the others? Number 1, Romantic. Number 2, Baroque. Number 3, Classical. Number 4,
Team 5, Dwyer.
Baroque.
Don't baroque the buzzer.
Was the answer given? Was it correct? Okay, Baroque. Okay, Baroque was the answer. Question is printed on the handout. Open the envelope, distribute, and begin.
William T Dwyer, Team 5.
1.
Spanish 1.
That is incorrect. The answer in French or in Spanish was 2. Now, put the white pieces of paper in the white envelope in your discard pile. Hold on to those colored pieces of paper. Question. If secant x is less than 0 and cotangent x is less than 0, in what quadrant does the terminal side of x lie? If secant x is less than 0 and cotangent x is less than 0, in what quadrant does the terminal side of x lie?
Team 4, Wellington High School.
Quadrant 2.
That is correct, the second quadrant. At this time, that concludes our 5-point round. At this time, we will begin the 10-point question round. Question. A 739-kilogram smart car travels with an initial velocity of 15 meters per second. The car takes 5.0 seconds to come to rest. To 2 significant digits, determine in newtons the magnitude of the braking force.
Team 3, Spanish River.
2,200 newtons.
That is correct. Question. Identify the Greek goddess of the harvest who was responsible for the fertility of the earth.
Team 5, William T Dwyer.
Dionysus.
No, that's incorrect. The answer is Demeter. Demeter. Question. What is the product of the roots of the equation 8x squared plus 6x minus 5 equals 0.
Team 4, Wellington High.
Negative 0.625.
That is correct. Question. Which one or ones of the following 4 pairs of words are antonyms? Pair number 1, apocryphal, unquestionable. Pair number 2, assuage and allay. Number 3, didactic, sermonic. Number 4, ubiquitous and infrequent. Which one or ones of the following...
Team 2, Lake Worth High School.
Ubiquitous and infrequent.
That's correct, but that's not all of them, right? So that is an incorrect answer. It's which one or ones of the following 4 pairs are antonyms. It would have been 1 and 4. 1 and 4 would have been the correct answer. For the next question, you will use the foreign language poems for this round that you had, so please get your colored pieces of paper there. In addition, you will use handout A2. A2. Should be an envelope marked A2. Don't open it yet, but find it. Everybody has it? Okay, remember to identify which language you are asking for. The question is printed on the handout. Open, distribute, and begin.
Team 5, William T Dwyer.
Spanish, 3.
That is correct. Question. What U.S. Supreme Court decision nullified the Missouri Compromise?
Team 3, Spanish River.
Dred Scott.
Dred Scott is correct. Question. Match. Match each of the following 4 composers to his masterwork. The composers are A. Debussy, 3. Stravinsky, C. Wagner, 4. Prokofiev. The masterworks are 1. The Firebird, 2. Der Meistersinger, 3. La Mer, and 4. Peter and the Wolf. Match each of the following 4 composers to his masterwork. The composers are A. Debussy, B. Stravinsky, C. Wagner.
Team 4, Wellington High School.
A3, B1, C2, D4.
That is correct. Question. Place the following 4 offices in order of their place in the presidential line of succession. Number 1, Secretary of State. Number 2, Speaker of the House. Number 3, Secretary of the Treasury. Number 4, President Pro Tem of the Senate.
Team 3, Spanish River.
2, 4, 1, 3.
That is correct. The question, again, is a French or Spanish question. You do not need the green sheets this time. You just need the white envelope. And be certain you identify if you're doing French or Spanish. Open the envelope, distribute, and begin.
Team 3, Spanish River.
Faux. In French, sorry, in French.
Okay, the answer was false to both French and Spanish. Fold those up and put them on the corner of the table. Question. In which one or ones of the following 4 layers of Earth's atmosphere does temperature decrease with altitude? 1, mesosphere, 2, stratosphere, 3, thermosphere.
Team 2, Lake Worth High School.
Mesosphere.
Again, that's correct, but there was number 4 was also correct, which was troposphere. So that's incorrect answer because you had to have 1 and 4. You need to hear the choices, which one or ones. Question. Assume the blood pressure of adult men is normally distributed with a mean of 124 and a standard deviation of 12. In what interval do approximately 95% of all adult male blood pressures fall? Assume the blood pressure of adult men is normally distributed with the...
Team 4, Wellington High.
100 to 148.
100 to 148 is correct. Okay, that concludes an interesting 10-point round. At this time, we will begin the 15-point question round. Question. Match. Match each of the following 4 characters to his beloved. The characters are A. Romeo, B. Petruchio, C. Hamlet, D. Oberon. The beloveds are 1. Rosaline, 2. Ophelia, 3. Kate, 4. Titania. Match. Match each of the following 4 characters to his beloved. The characters are A. Romeo, B. Petruchio, C. Hamlet, D. Oberon. The beloveds are 1. Rosalind, 2. Ophelia, 3. Kate, 4. Titania.
Team 3, Spanish River.
A1, B3, C2, D4.
That is correct. A1, B3, C2, and D4. For this next question, you will need the following information. A woman has type A blood, and her husband has type B blood. Their daughter has type O blood. Question. What is the probability that their next child will have type B blood?
Team 3, Spanish River.
1/2.
That is incorrect. Question. What one word has the following 3 meanings? 1. Bring forth or produce. 2. Shading line in drawing or engraving. 3. Opening or door in an aircraft. What one word has the following 3 meanings? 1. Bring forth or produce. 2. Shading line in drawing or engraving. 3. Opening or door in an aircraft.
Team 3, Spanish River.
Hatch.
That's correct.
That is correct. Hatch. Question. Identify the 5th of the supertonic triad in the key of G major.
Team 3, Spanish River.
E.
E is correct. Question is presented on the handout. Open the envelope, distribute, and begin.
Team 1, Boynton Beach.
5. Spanish.
That was correct and close. Question. Which one or ones of the following 4 could improve voter turnout? Number 1, make Election Day a holiday. Number 2, permit online voting. Number 3, enable early voting. Number 4, require picture IDs.
Team 4, Wellington High School.
2 and 3.
It's incorrect. It's 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Question. Identify respectively the surnames of the following 3 individuals beginning with the letter D from the clues given. 1, English scientist who embarked on a 5-year voyage on the HMS Beagle. Number 2, French painter whose most common subjects included cafe life and ballet dancers. Number 3, explorer who began to circumnavigate the globe on behalf of the British Crown in 1577. Identify respectively the surnames of the following 3 individuals beginning with the letter D from the clues given. Number 1, English scientist who embarked on a 5-year voyage on the HMS Beagle. Number 2, French painter whose most common subjects include cafe life and ballet dancers. Number 3, explorer who began to circumnavigate.
Team 3, Spanish River.
1, Darwin. 2, Degas. 3, Drake.
That is correct. Charles Darwin, Edward Degas, and Francis Drake. That is correct. Question. Evaluate the following. Find 1/4 of the sum of the terms from 3 to 5 of the expression k factorial plus k. Evaluate the following. Find 1/4 of the sum of the terms from 3 to 5 of the expression k factorial plus k.
Team 3, Spanish River.
40.5.
40.5 is correct. Question. Give the Greek order of architecture that has alternating triglyphs and metopes.
Team 3, Spanish River.
Doric.
Doric is correct. Question. To two significant digits, determine in grams the mass of oxygen needed to react completely with excess magnesium to produce 8.5 grams of magnesium oxide.
Team 5, William T Dwyer.
1.7 grams.
It's incorrect. It's 3.4 grams. 3.4 grams. Question. Which one or ones of the following four were among Lincoln's constitutionally questionable acts during the Civil War? Number 1, he suspended the writ of habeas corpus. Number 2, he expanded the size of the U.S. Army above congressionally mandated ceilings. Number 3, he issued the Emancipation Proclamation. Number 4, he consecrated the cemetery at Gettysburg.
Team 3, Spanish River.
1 and 2.
That is incorrect. It's 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 were constitutionally questionable acts. Question. Match each of the following four poems to the quotation found in it. The poems are A, Crossing the Bar, B, The Charge of the Light Brigade, C, Ulysses, D, The Eagle. The quotations are 1, It little profits that an idle king by this still hearth among these barren crags. Number 2, boldly they rode and well into the jaws of death, into the mouth of hell. 3, ringed with the azure world he stands. 4, sunset and evening star and one clear call for me. Match each of the following four poems to the quotation found in it. The poems are A, Crossing the Bar, B, The Charge of the Light Brigade, C, Ulysses, D, The Eagle. The quotations are 1, It little profits that an idle king by this still hearth among these barren crags. 2, boldly they rode and well into the jaws of death, into the mouth of hell. 3, ringed with the azure world he stands. 4, sunset and evening star and one clear call for me.
Team 1, Boynton Beach.
A1, B2, C4, D3.
Incorrect with 2 right and 2 wrong. It's A4, B2, C1, and D3. For this next question, you will use the foreign language poems for the round that you used earlier. Find your colored pieces of paper. In addition to the poems, you will also use handout A5. Locate A5, but do not open it. Okay. You need to announce whether you're answering in French or Spanish. The question is printed on the handout. Open the envelope, distribute, and begin.
Team 2, Lake Worth High School.
2.
Nope, that is incorrect. Question. Write the following polynomial answer in standard form. X to the 4th power plus 7x squared minus 8, all divided by x plus 1.
Team 3, Spanish River.
X cubed minus x squared plus 8x minus 8.
That is correct. X cubed minus x squared plus 8x minus 8. Question. Identify respectively the 3 terms beginning with the letter S from the following descriptions. 1, line that passes through at least 2 points of a curve. 2, giant ball of gas and plasma that produces vast amounts of energy through nuclear reactions in its core. 3, a speech by a character thinking out loud when alone on stage. Identify respectively the
Team 4, Wellington High School.
1 secant, 2 star, 3 soliloquy.
That is correct. Question. Name the first Norman king of England.
Team 4, Wellington High School.
The Conqueror.
That is correct. William I or William the Conqueror. Question. Match. Match each of the following 4 terms to the musical period associated with it. The periods are A, Renaissance, B, Baroque, C, Classical, D, Romantic. The terms are 1, figured bass, 2, tone poem, 3, madrigal, 4, sonata form.
Team 4, Wellington High School.
A3, B1, D2, and C4.
That is correct. Question. What amendment was added to the Constitution as a result of the election of 1800?
Team 4, Wellington High School.
The 12th Amendment.
That is correct. That concludes our 15-point round.
Thanks, Yetta. Teams struggled a bit in session 2, but we have 2 clear winners moving on. Let's head to the final team leaderboard to see how they finished. Taking 5th place, it's the team from Lake Worth High School. 4th place goes to the team from William T Dwyer High. And in 3rd place, Boynton Beach High. Able to maintain their 2nd place showing from session 1, it's the team from Wellington High. Also maintaining their spot at the top and joining Wellington in the district finals, the team from Spanish River High School. Let's hear now from the Wellington team on how they prepared for today and what this means to them.
Sometimes we second guess ourselves, but we did really good this year about not second guessing ourselves and answering the things we know are right and just working really good as a team.
Well, looks like great teamwork and practice got them into the district finals. Let's take a look now at the district teams that have locked up a spot in the district finals so far. From day 1, Suncoast High and John I. Leonard. From day 2, Spanish River and Wellington. Congratulations to all the teams that have competed thus far, and good luck to the teams that will be in the finals. Let's now take a look at the final 5 teams that will compete in day 3 of preliminary competition. Be sure to join us next time to determine the final 2 qualifying high schools for the district finals of the 31st year of the Palm Beach County Academic Challenge. I'm host Rick Blackwell, and from all of us here at the Education Network, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.